it's Nicole. Welcome back to the channel. For today's video, I am continuing my swatching Holo Taco's first year of releases, which is only 2 releases. So for today's video, we have the Holo Taco Holiday Collection from November 2019. This was their holiday release. The holiday collection features a mixture of polishes that have currently been discontinued and a few shades that are still in the Holo Taco collection. The holiday collection features a mixture of polishes in tinted jelly bases with a whole lot of holographic glitters. If you missed my last video where I swatched out Holo Taco's launch polishes, basically why I'm doing these older ones is 1, wow, I can! And 2, because I never swatched these on my channel because I didn't have a YouTube channel when these were released. And I also, again, it's Holo Taco's 7th anniversary, so I wanted to like look back and see what they've done. So if you're enjoying these videos, let me know in the comments, like the video, all the things. Also, if you want me to continue on swatching Holo Taco's older releases, let me know. Also, let me know if you also would like it if I swatched out other older releases, because I feel like I want to also pull out my both least favorite and as well as favorite collection from Sinful Colors. It's been 6 years since I last gagged smelling those nail polishes, so maybe I should pull them out again. As far as disclosures, I did purchase all the polishes in this release. I did not personally purchase them when the collection first launched. I purchased them, I think, in like 2021, somewhere around there, because I know some of y'all don't think I actually buy from this brand, but I do. Be gone, sucks! So the first polish up is called Frostlight. Holo Taco is describing this one as a icy blue holographic glitter nail polish with 3 different sizes of silver and blue holographic hex glitters. Frostlight had a fantastic formula. Frostlight unfortunately has been discontinued. Trash! But this is just an overall really beautiful icy blue, and I say that as someone who is not in fact an icy blue fan. Formulation on this is fantastic, however. I do find with Frostlight that I do indeed need to do all 3 coats to build this one up to reach full opacity with it. I would say this probably is going to be one of those kind of micro glitter polishes where you could sponge it on to kind of build this one up. But other than creating like a shell on your nail of glitter, I don't really see the point in sponging things on if you just buy a full coverage glitter nail polish. The base on this one is a very kind of lightly tinted blue. I'm still not 100% sure if the icy blueness of it all comes down from the light tint in the base or if they just have some very icy pale blue glitters in here, but I could indeed see a mixture of blue glitters as well as silver glitters. And again, these are hex shaped, so they're hexagonal. That was not a hexagonal. Stupid. I would like to think that y'all went to school, you know what a hexagon is. As this is a micro glitter nail polish, it does indeed dry down with some significant texture. To smooth all those glitters out, you're gonna want probably 2 layers of top coat to smooth everything out. If you have a glitter smoother, use the glitter smoother. As someone who is not in fact a fan of icy blues, I love the tone of this one. I keep telling myself that I want to do some kind of like wintry snowflake nail art on top of this for winter, and I have not yet done it. Maybe this year I will. Who knows? The lie detector determined that was a lie. For my live swatch, I just use one thick layer of Sèche Vive, which is a plumping gel top coat. It's not real gel, they just call it gel. But I would recommend doing multiple layers of top coat to smooth all those glitters out. Removal is gonna be on the more difficult side if you remove your nail polish wrong. Use the soak off method or a peel off base coat for the easiest removal experience. The next polish up is called Midnight Spark. Holo Taco describes this shade as having a vibrant purple blue jelly base with silver, indigo, and purple holographic glitters in it. Midnight Spark also had a fantastic formula, not too thick or too thin. I believe this is one of the colors in the Holo Taco customer base where nobody can decide what color this polish is, in my personal opinion. I feel like I put this in the blue with an indigo lean category. I feel like it's very, very strongly blue toned. It's not purpley enough in my mind to call this a purple. I suppose we could call it a blurple, but I feel like this is indigo. With my eyeballs, I could indeed pick up that there were different colors and sizes of hex glitters in this polish. The base on this, however, has a significantly stronger tint level in comparison to the previous polish. That's one thing about this release that I noticed, that some of the polishes have much more pigmentation in the jelly base where others are just like kind of letting the color of the glitter form the color of the overall polish. Truthfully, I think that one of the reasons why the Holo Taco customer base really struggles with what color this one is because the base color is a kind of bluish purpley color, but you have both blue and purple glitters in here. What your eye picks up can just vary because there's multiple colors at play. I did find that because the base in this polish has quite a bit more pigmentation to it, I could see this one being a 2-coater very easily, especially on shorter nails. I ended up adding a 3rd coat from my live swatch because I had just like a little bit of V&L towards my tip, and I just kind of wanted to cover that up. So I'm going to call this one a 2 to 3 coater. Midnight Spark is indeed still available on the Holo Taco website, so this is one of the polishes that has not yet been discontinued. This is a really beautiful color, so I'm not terribly surprised that it hasn't been discontinued yet, but I also kind of feel like it has the potential to be discontinued because y'all wear glitter wrong. I have not personally experienced staining while wearing this shade, but I also can't recall if I've ever worn it on my bare natural nails before. Double up on base coat if you care about that kind of thing. Use the soak off method or peel off base coat for the easiest removal experience. The next polish up is called Rainbow Snow, and I believe this is in a clear base, and you have a variety of sizes of silver holographic hex glitters. Rainbow Snow is probably one of my favorite Holo Taco nail polishes. It definitely is one of my most used nail polishes from the brand, I should say, not like ever, like for Holo Taco. This is the most holographic out of all the polishes in the collection because you don't have any tinting in the base color to obscure the colors of the glitters. So you're just getting a whole lot of holographic sparkle. It is super, super blingy on the nail. I absolutely love this. I mentioned this in my last Holo Taco throwback swatch and review thing, that there are certain colors and things that I strongly gravitate towards. And you know what I strongly gravitate towards? Micro glitter. So I love, love, love micro glitter nail polishes, especially silver. Silver is definitely the most holographic of the holographics kind of things that you can get. So if you want super blingy nails, silver is really gonna be that girl. I would describe Rainbow Snow as being a 2 to 3 coater. I feel like I have worn this one in 2 coats, and I have definitely worn it in 3. I believe for the live swatch, I swatched this one out in 3 coats. I have had this one for a couple of years now, and like I just said, I've worn it quite a few times. I don't think I've added thinner to it yet, but I do feel like it's definitely like thickened up a little bit because like it has a hefty fill line on it. So I don't think a fresh bottle will be quite as thick as mine, but it's going to be a little bit on the thicker side because it's micro glitter. This really is an all-around stunning polish, and I really hope Holo Taco never discontinues it. Soak off method or peel off base coat for removal. It's a glitter. Just don't scrub it off, okay? Just don't do that. The next polish up is called Party Punch. Party Punch has unfortunately been discontinued. Trash. I can't find the description for this one, so I'm gonna describe this one as a very strong red leaning pink. I know Party Punch is one of the colors from Holo Taco where people can't agree on what color it is. I know some people say that it's red, some people say that it's pink. In my personal opinion, I would describe it as pink, but it leans towards red. It has a very strong red lean to it, but in my eye, that shit's pink.
You know, that's just my opinion. Everybody got an opinion, everybody got something to say.
So the base on this polish is a kind of pinky red color, and then you have a variety of different holographic glitters. To my eye, I can't tell if there's pink or red glitters. I'm going to assume that there's pink and red plus the silver holographic glitters, and all the glitters in here are also going to be holographic. Formula on Party Punch is absolutely fantastic. This is a beautiful, 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 beautiful color. I feel personally offended that this shade was discontinued. Party Punch has a fantastic formula. It's super duper easy to apply. This is another one of the colors in the collection that has a more strongly tinted base than some of the other polishes in the collection. So this is another 2 to 3 coater. Very strongly towards if your nails are shorter, definitely 2 coats. Longer nails, probably 3 coats as long as you don't mind V&L. I believe I did 2 coats for the live swatch. Hopefully, maybe. I didn't write it down, but I think I did 2.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
So this is one of the polishes in collection. I don't know if it's because the base is so heavily tinted, but when I was swatching this one out, I was looking, I was just like, are the glitters different sizes? I swear the glitter seems smaller in here than the other polishes, but I wonder if that's just because the colors of the non-silver glitters kind of fade and mesh into that kind of pinky red base. I'm still not 100% sure, but I don't know. I feel like this seems less sparkly than some of the other colors in the collection, but I think again, it's because the base is so heavily tinted. Removal is gonna be super duper easy, assuming you soak the polish off or use a peel off base coat. I have not personally experienced staining with it. And the last polish in the collection is called Play Rosè. This is a more lightly tinted base, and the brand describes this one as being a rose gold. In my personal opinion, I feel like this is a very copper leaning rose gold. Like again, I will buy it as rose gold, but I feel like it has a very strong copper lean. It's that kind of more coppery rose gold as opposed to a super pink rose gold. Shocker to absolutely no one. I prefer a more pinky tone rose gold, but Play Rosé had a fantastic formula. Just like all the other polishes in its collection, it has a variety of different sizes hex glitters. I believe there's only one larger silver holographic glitter in here, and then the other glitters are going to be in that kind of rose gold kind of color. Because the base on this polish is very, very lightly tinted, the holographic glitters really just pop so beautifully for this polish. This would make a fantastic accent nail. I feel like we don't see a lot of rose gold nail polishes too often anymore in the community, and I find that very, very sad and disappointing. So I really do like that we have Play Rosé. I believe this one is still in stock on the Holo Taco website, which does make me wonder if the Holo Taco customer base really vibes with a rose gold. Just like all the other polishes in this release, it's going to be very easy to remove if you remove it correctly. Soak off method or a peel off base coat. I love this one to pieces, by the way. I feel like swatching this one out made me remember that I haven't worn this one in a very long time. I'm gonna have to make this one an accent nail sometime soon. Alrighty, so final thoughts time. So as Holo Taco's second release, I feel like this was a really fun release, and I fully acknowledge that's because I really like glitter.
I like it a lot.
It makes a lot of sense for their holiday collection to be very glitter heavy, because one thing that I have noticed for whatever reason, people seem to like or at least tolerate glitters a lot more strongly in the winter seasons for some reason. Why that is, I have no idea. Glitter is an all year round thing, but for whatever reason, I noticed with mainstream polish releases that if there's going to be a glitter, it's probably going to be the holiday collection, so this seemed very fitting for holiday. I really like the color story of this release. I feel like this was very fun. I remember when this release came out that I remember thinking that this felt more indie leaning, that what I expected from Holo Taco. Still nothing that was very like super indie nail polish, because mainstream brands have definitely done micro glitters before. I thought Holo Taco was going to go more in this direction for more specialty finishes as opposed to creams and toppers. I'll be picking Rainbow Snow as my top pick from this release just because I have worn that one a lot, and also it's still currently available. But I will say that this is going to be another one of those releases from the brand that if you've previously purchased indie nail polishes, you probably have similars to these already. Although to be fair, I feel like that also would depend on when you got into indies, because I feel like indies haven't been doing like these fun glitter bombs in a minute. And also, what's up with that? I'm gonna go off on a tangent real quick. When all of the stuff with like tariffs and all that kind of BS happened, I really thought that we were gonna like hunker down in the indie space, and I thought there'd be a lot more like old school style finishes with like a lot of glitter. I don't feel like that's happened yet. I don't know, but I love a good old glitter bomb personally, so I thought this was a really fun release. I feel like Holo Taco has discontinued a lot of their glitter bombs, and I keep hoping that they release more. I would love to know what everyone thought of this release. And again, if you were shopping Holo Taco when this release was first available, did you pick it up? What were your thoughts? What are your thoughts now that I assume you've been into Holo Taco for some time now? Do you wish they would release more glitter bombs? I feel like we don't call glitter bombs anymore, and when did that change? Before we end today's video, I want to give a very special shout out to my channel members. Shenanigang Story fans, your names of course, all on the screen right now. Channel members in the Shenanigang tier or higher, we do have a members exclusive live stream happening this Friday at 4 p.m. But as always, my channel membership is completely optional. Just like the video, comment on the video, subscribe if you have not yet already, and that is really good too. So just thank you all for joining me for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a lovely week, folks, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!
When I get high, I ain't looking at the clock, still ballin' like Brian. Yeah, I'm headed to the Bucks, then I'm ballin' like yeah.